Welcome back to my subscribers that know who I am, and for the people that are new, my name is Tracy. I created this channel to share my spiritual experiences to help others on their own path, and I've created two kinds of readings. So the reading that I'm giving today are the general love readings, whatever messages the universe or the divine has to give to the sign for Leo. Take whatever resonates, see which person you are, which messages belong to you or to the other person you connected with. And it's also possible that you also get financial messages or other things that have to do with personal growth. So we are going to start off. Okay, I'm going to lay the cards and then we're going to go through the cards, see what energy I feel, your energy, the other person's energy, and for the people that are interested in the extended, you can click on the link below. So let's get started. Okay, let's see where we go. I think Sagittarius also had that card. Beautiful. Wow, wow, lovely. Wow. Leos, as you know, you're mostly the fixed sign. You always know where you want to go and where you want to move forward to. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's start off with the reading. The first card is what happened in the past, what happened in the beginning. When I look at this card, what I feel this represents, of course, the fire sign and the Leo sign. And I feel in the connection, you knew what you wanted. And you, of course, are the leader because you like to take on a leadership to move on forward. And you know it strongly where you want to go, what direction. And it was very fast. It was very fast. You had a love connection with someone and the other person, you just knew what you wanted and you went for it. You just charged right in. What I do feel for a big majority of you, the other person kind of found it as a very strong dominant energy, like, oh, okay, I don't know if I can breathe. I don't know if I can go at the pace that the Leo's going, because you were going very fast and you're going very strong forward. So the other person kind of got a bit nervous to say like, how do I get used to it? It's a Leo sign. They know what they want. They know how to move forward. And I'm just not at their pace yet. Okay, so I'm going to put cards down. So what did you feel about the situation? And what did the other person feel about the situation? Of course, the King of Wands. You always know what you want, how you want to move forward, what you want to do. Okay, yeah, there we go. The first card, what I feel, represents more your energy, stable, balanced, knowing what you want, how to move forward, but also what I feel, your financial balance, your gain. For big majority of you, you were also busy growing in a project. You knew that you wanted to move forward. You knew you wanted to grow. You have the stable, balanced energy. And it's really, 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 really strong energy to move forward. But when we come to the other person's energy, the other person that you're connected to, I do feel that they were going through a tower moment in their life. They didn't know what to do. Things fell apart. They saw life in a kind of different perspective compared to you. They found that you were more balanced in your life, moving forward, growing, knowing what you want, but they were still kind of like ending a very hard chapter, opening a new chapter. So what I generally feel is that for them it was overwhelming because a lot of changes were happening into their lives and they didn't know what to do. And when it came from this love connection, your love is strong, powerful, and they were just not at the vibration that you were in the beginning. So they were not at your pace. So it was difficult. So what I do feel is that the other person in the situation kind of like pulled back because it was too much, and they were going through a hard time in their life, and they first needed to go through their own personal growth. So to actually heal old wounds, to gain their balance, financial balance, that's what I strongly feel. And they found it difficult to do that, and also to work on the deep connection that you two have. Wow. It seems all these connections about readings all are about love, about moving forward and getting into balance. It seems those messages just keep on coming through from the divine. Okay, so we're going to go to the next card. Okay. Basically, what are the blockages? Well, the universe just was busy showing you that you both need to work on certain areas, that they needed to be changed, that there needed to be balance on both sides, that you both needed to grow. I do feel for most of the Leos, you have been growing, you have been very stable, you know what you want, career-wise too, growing to what you really want to progress for the future. And it was very difficult because you were always the leader in the pack. You're always the star of attention, and you found out in this situation that there were moments that the divine wanted to show you, hey, it's time to pull back a bit and let the other person also make steps and make movements forward, even in their own lives and also in the connection. So let's get the cards. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, what they're saying. Sorry guys, usually I work with much more smaller cards, and these are like really big cards, so I'm really having a hard time shuffling, but we're gonna see what comes out. Okay, then we have the first one. Some cards will resonate for both of you, and just change the roles around. Okay, let's see what comes out. Okay, blockages. Here, when I start and see both of the cards, what I do feel when it comes to the messages is, of course, this person felt like a victim, felt like they didn't need help, didn't need guidance. And I do feel this is the other person, Leo. They feel really guarded because they have had bad experiences with certain people in their past that have been very dominant within their lives. Family, friends around them, and they kind of like have this big inner conflict to say like, okay, no, I've really guarded myself. I don't feel comfortable in opening my heart yet to this Leo sign that is very strong. I don't know what their true intentions are, and basically what the divine is telling them is to stop the victim mentality, stop the inner struggle and listening to other people, and try to work on yourself so you can be more open to work on this love connection with the Leo sign. And they also not used because you're a fiery sign. You know what you want. You go for it. You have all that passion, that strength. And that is something that they haven't experienced with someone yet in a love connection. That strong action taking, knowing what you want, not going into your head too much, but following your passion and your heart. And this is also showing you from the divine that this person has that victim mentality, is in struggle with themselves, and also is kind of like struggling to make their own decisions, to not let people interfere too much. So the divine is actually telling you, take a few steps back and let this person slowly, gradually also find their way to you and make their own decisions. Wow. Okay. Okay, that's good to hear. We go to the next card. That is deciding factor. What do you feel? What do they feel? and what the universe says. Well, we're going to start it off with the star card. That's what you see here up, the star card. And what is this card basically saying? The divine is basically showing you that this connection is a very special connection. It's a soul connection. It's a divine, loving connection. And you are brought together to learn from each other, to find that balance. And also to learn how to give the other person space. As a Leo is always a leader and wants to take full charge, and the other person is more of a quiet person and doesn't really take charge, but really thinks through the steps before they take action. You both came in each other's lives to learn from each other, so you can move forward, find that balance, and basically help support each other in any areas that are needed. Lovely. Okay, let's see the next cards. That's what the divine is saying. Okay, so what you feel, what they feel. Beautiful, beautiful. Then we have the two cards. Okay, the King of Cups. I actually feel mostly that the first card has to do with the other person. The other person has to balance their feelings out, their emotions, their skills, how to communicate, how to grow to the King of Cups energy. They know what they want. They have it in their heart space. They know the plans in their head, but they're a bit careful about it to make the steps. Because as you see over here, the Leo, for most of you Leos, this message is resonating for you. You have the world in your hand. You know what you want to do. Financially, you're also growing. A lot of you have new projects you want to start, new businesses. You've written everything down on paper. That's what I feel. Strongly written things down on paper. And from next year, that is when you're going to manifestate it, make it physical, make it tangible. And they see what you're doing, but they also know that they have to grow to your level to express their emotions, because you are a big inspiration. You are the leader. They see you as a leader. They see also other people looking at you, leading. You're kind of like the leader of the pack, lion, and everybody's following you. And this is basically what they're trying to do. They're trying to find out what their emotions are, to express these to you in this connection, because they see where you're growing, where you're going, and they basically want to do this with you. And I also feel that for most Leos, you also want this person to go and walk your path, because you're growing somewhere financially, you're starting things up. Most of you are looking for a new home, and you do want to bring this person along with you on your journey, so you can both enjoy the fruits and labors that you have eventually in the future. Beautiful. And then the next card is the solution to the problem. Wow, here we go. There we have the Two of Pentacles, just to show that things have to come into balance. The connection has to come into balance in many areas, because I do feel that the most of you, the Leos, you've got your financial things in balance, your personal things in balance. A lot of you are moving, and the other person hasn't balanced a lot of things out yet in their life, hasn't balanced their emotions out. Financial also, they don't feel worthy enough, because they know that you have this potential, you have these big ambitions, and they feel and think that, yeah, okay, this Leo is very strong and they need a strong person next to them, but I'm not sure if I can give it to them, because I don't feel that I'm up to their level yet. Still feel the energy of a bit of fear, of intimidation, not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. But the solution is to balance things out. Okay, there we start. You see, working on your money. Yes, there we go. What do you feel? This first card that I see and the messages that I'm feeling that it's actually for both of you. That's what I feel. You're both working hard on yourself. For the Leos amongst you, I do feel that you've worked very hard, that you're nearly there. You're nearly there to the last pentacle, last financial gain, and then you're going to see, after all the hard work that you've done to move forward, you do want to work with this person when it comes to the love connection. You do want to move forward, but you know that this person has to balance out the energy. And with this card, it's beautiful. I do see a soulmate connection, a beautiful love, really both loving memories. Your inner child comes out when you see this person, and the same with the other person. But I do feel, as the Leo, you're more grown in your own lessons. You know what you want. You want to give your cup of love to this person, and this other person has a bit of a childlike, immature energy and still has to grow up in many ways, and to find their balance, and to actually see your love more as something special that the other person can learn from you, instead of thinking that you're intimidating them and you're telling them what to do and what choices to make. Okay. Wow. Then we go to the last card, answers from the divine, from you and from them. When we go to the last card is the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful. The divine is showing you both that you can come together. You can have this beautiful home together. You see here, of course, two partners coming together with a beautiful child, and with, of course, your pets around you. Just family, home, stable, base. That's what you both want, and the divine is showing you that it is possible. But not only the love connection you have with each other, but it's also possible because you both have dreams, what you want to do financially, how to move forward, how to make things come in progress. That's what I feel on your financial part for both of you. I do feel the Leo is a bit more further ahead than the other person that you connected with. But I do feel that you can both grow, and the other person who still has more lessons to learn, I feel the energy is energy of a person that's really hardworking and that will really kind of like keep up with Leo, just to move forward, to have that stable base. Beautiful. Okay, then we have a card for you and for the other person. There we go. Yes. Okay, lovely. Wow. Okay. When I look at these cards, and what I feel, what the divine is telling me is that this connection has potential, but it's going to be slow. It means that you both need to go through all the steps to come together, to grow, to find the balance together in this connection. It is very, very, very possible that you have that. And there's, of course, a loving and nurturing energy. The first card represents the person, the other person that is finding their way, the stability, their balance financially, and growth, and also working on themselves so they can finally come to the vibration of you, Leo, passionate, loving, caring, connected with your higher self, with the divine, learning all your lessons, but you're also very willing to share your gifts, your talents with this person, to help and nurture this person. And for most of the Leos, what I do feel is you're going to help the other person out to find their balance, to help them in certain areas, also financially, but also spiritually, so they can go through the lessons. I do feel that most of you are going to help also heal the other person in many ways. But what the divine is saying, for you to have that deep connection, to grow back together if you both want, because you both have the choice to decide if you want to do this or that you stay as friends. So remember, both of you have the choice. I do feel the energy. Both your souls are saying that you both do want this. You both want to move forward. Only we all know the fire signs are always action, action, ready, ready, now, now, now. And the other person's like, okay, I do want to do it. I do want to make the steps, but I'm not ready yet. So I can only move slowly forward. Wow. Okay. These are the messages for the 2nd of December. I want to say thank you for watching. Just press the link below for the extended, for those that want to know how to move forward and what you can't see in the situation, what the divine hasn't shown you yet, because it's not the divine timing. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time.